Hello, you beautiful, sexy, sexual, sensual sex muffins. There's a lot of sexy in there. So, last night, I was told that I was enlightened. And actually, recently, I've been told that I was enlightened a lot. And at first, I kind of laughed. Me, enlightened. That's funny. But then I started thinking, no, am I enlightened? And you bet your sweet ass I'm enlightened. No, I'm kidding. So, this video, it got me thinking. A friend of mine said, Zach, you're so spiritually enlightened. I was like, in my head, when I think of enlightenment, I think of Jesus and Buddha, and they're all like Zen'd out, and we have this collective idea of what enlightenment is. I was like, I am nowhere near Zen'd out or anywhere, near those guys when it comes to understanding, higher understanding. So then I started thinking to myself, alright, well, what is enlightenment? Well, I guess enlightenment, if we just break it really down, is to be filled, embodied with light. Okay, that's... Light is love. Love is light. Love is God. God is light. So I guess it's just to be filled, embodied with God. Sounds pretty cool. But then I thought, what does it mean to be enlightened? If enlightened means to be filled with light, and seeing is that God is everything, then we're all God, doesn't that make us all enlightened? So then I'm like, what does it mean to be enlightened? Does that mean to be, I'm picturing Jesus and Buddha and these great masters. I'm like, So, what does that even mean? Like, do we even know? We don't even know how really Buddha and Jesus lived their lives. Like, yes, they went inwardly and they searched, but, what does it mean to be enlightened? And when his friend said, Zach, you're so enlightened. And I was very humbled by that, so don't get me wrong, I was very humbled, but to me, to myself, I was just like, if I'm comparing myself to Jesus and Buddha, I was like, I cuss a shitload. Like, I still cuss a lot. I don't try to cuss that much, but I do. And then I'm like, do I get concerned and worried? Yep, daily. Do I get frustrated? All the time. Do I question? 100% of the time I'm questioning everything. So I was like, what does it mean to be enlightened? But then I thought, isn't that just the human condition, is to experience life and to question, to gain understanding. And I think that what I've learned for enlightenment, what I perceive it as, this is all just me rambling, so yeah. But enlightenment is really, experiencing life to its fullness, experiencing the troubles and all that, but then really being able to go deeper under the surface of what's happening and kind of find that stillness and have that understanding and have that communication with the higher self, God, the Godhead, at all times by just, asking and listening. And that doesn't even have to be with words. It's just in here, all in here, everything in here. But then I asked another question, and I was like, well, why do we all want to be enlightened? I was like, now that's an interesting question. And I thought to myself, and this little idea came to me, and it was, we all want to be enlightened because we're tired of suffering. Right? Yep, he agrees. Capone agrees completely. We all want to be enlightened so that we don't have to suffer anymore. See, he agrees again. Dude, I'm just telling you, the crows say it. Capone says it out there in the neighborhood. But we're so afraid all the time of everything that we're like, we seek for this enlightenment or this spiritual awakening because we're tired of being tired. We're tired of being fearful. But really, for me, the enlightenment is when we can accept that those things might happen. When we can accept that we're gonna love deeply. And with that loving that deeply to another person in a romantic relationship, there is the possibility that our heart is going to get shattered into 1,000,000 billion pieces. And when enlightenment comes, is when we realize that our hearts could never be broken because they weren't ours to begin with. If we really are enlightened, then we will have, by the time we leave this earth plane, we will have given our hearts away to 1,000,000,000 other people. Our hearts will be in complete shambles because we will have given our love to every single person that we came into contact with. As soon as we can accept that, sure, we might get sick. We might happen to manifest some dis-ease. We might be broke. We might not have a whole lot of money. We might be alone and have no one to sleep with at night. And as soon as we can accept that, then we don't need to search so much after the enlightenment because we say, oh, okay, the suffering is just part of the experience. And really, the suffering only happens when I allow the external world to dictate my internal environment. If everything that's happening out here dictates what's happening in here, then I suffer. But if this understanding dictates what I am observing in the external world, isn't that enlightenment? And for me personally, I feel like these people say, Zach, you're such a great soul and you're such a... I don't know. I really don't know anything. All this stuff, these videos that I put out is just me that, had a realization and I just wanted to share it with some people. And, hopefully some people watch it and it resonates with them, or, maybe it changes their minds of how they're living and, how they want to live. Or helps them remember something that they already know, just like everything that I've ever learned, or videos that I've ever seen, or every teacher that I've ever come into contact with. It's just helped me remember something that I already knew. I just needed a little spark. Yeah. What is enlightenment? I don't know. Really don't. I wish I did. I wish I could say, you know what, I'm totally enlightened. I'm totally enlightened. And I guess truly we all are enlightened. We are all filled with light. It's just whether we choose to recognize that or to disallow that. To stay in harmony with our true highest self, which is our God self, which is the aspect of God that we truly are. Or we can be in disharmony with that and choose to, be fearful. We have two choices. It's either choose love or you choose fear. I really don't know what enlightenment is. I know some people say, this is enlightenment and this is enlightenment. Fuck. I wish I could tell the whole world what enlightenment was. I wish I could fully understand it. But even I'm sometimes just going with the flow. What I do know, and this I can share, is that we have the ability to understand who we truly are in every moment. We have the ability in each moment to choose fear or love. That is for sure. What I do know is that miracles happen every day because me being here speaking with you is a miracle. You watching this is a miracle. We all started from a single cell and now we're trillions and trillions of cells. That's a miracle. The ability to hear and listen and to speak and to express love and light, that is a miracle. That's what I know. What I know is that there is something beyond our eyes, beyond our perception of just these senses. And there's something stronger, and there's this push from within our hearts, from within our souls, to be free, to experience this whole reality with wide, awakened eyes, and to love as deeply as we possibly can. No matter who's going to hurt us, we will still give that love completely, fully, truly, without questioning. That's something I know. What I know is that there is a spirit, a non-physical presence that is within everything. When we look around, as we look at the trees, as we look in the animals, we can define that based on what we see, or we can accept what we don't understand and love every aspect of everything from that higher state. That's what I know. Do I know what enlightenment is? Hail to the no. Absolutely not. Confuses the shit out of me. But I do know that we're all here together. And that we're all in this big bowl of soup together. That we all, whether you're a spiritual person or a scientific person, that we all came from one cell, from one atom, from one state of consciousness, awareness. And now we're in trillions of different forms, whether it's animals and plants and rocks, human beings. That we are all still that one thing in just a different perspective now. And we get to relearn who we are in each moment. Yeah, the chimes agree. But what is enlightenment? I don't know. To be filled with light. So if you are light, because you truly are, that's who you really are, is light, is love, is God, then all you need to do is allow that, and you're enlightened, I guess. I guess that's it. Hope you enjoyed. If you have your own interpretation of enlightenment, I'd love to hear it. Because this is a fun topic, it's interesting. If you disagree with me, disagree away. I love your disagreements. It allows us to have a higher understanding together. That's my song I made up for you guys. So, comments, questions, concerns, telling me how beautiful I look today. You know, I feel. Stop that. You know, you guys stop that. Seriously. Okay, keep going. Keep going. I can. Come on. Alright. No, seriously, stop. You're making me blush. Anyways, good. So that's it. I really love you guys. I appreciate you always watching, and if you have something on enlightenment, let me know. And I love you guys, as always. Talk to you later. See ya.